right, this is the home inspection overview of 5960. We will start right here in the attic. As you can see here, plenty of insulation in the attic. And this is the air handler. This is what pushes the air for the air conditioning throughout the house. So it seems to be in good shape here. So we'll continue here, then we end up in the garage and we continue inside the house. So like I said, plenty of insulation here. These are the rafters and the members. They are in good shape here, as you can see. Trusses, they are manufactured trusses. That means that they were built, engineered, and then were brought into the house and put together here. There's a sign of a little bit of damage of termites in one of the rafters here, but it's a minor damage. It looks like that's the reason why they treated for termites. So I'm going to show you right here before we go down. Again, Arizona termites, if you poison the ground, you'll get rid of the termites. So it looks like they probably did have some treatment already done. So this rafter right here, just on the upper surface of the rafter, so you don't necessarily have to change it, but I'll put that it could be reinforced right here, this piece, as you can tell right there. All right, the rest of it looks pretty healthy. Don't see any much more damage. As you can see, the rest of the rafters and the members are in pretty good shape all throughout the structure, as you can see here as well. So no staining on the underlayment. That would be right here on the plywood. That looks pretty good, pretty clean, and no damage in there. All right, so we carefully again coming down the steps, and we'll continue the inspection. It would be in the garage, and then we'll continue for the rest of the house, so very slowly, so I don't have an accident. Okay. So, all right. So right here in the ceiling, you can see we have some seam cracks. That's usually when the drywall and the tape come apart. Is not a structural crack. If it was structural, one would be higher than the other. We also have a small stain here that could be from previous water damage. That's probably why they replaced the roof. These are nail pops. They come off out of the drywall. The hot water heater is 50 gallons, 2012. I opened this where the heating element is, and unfortunately it's wet. It's leaking. Sometimes you could replace the heating element and the glands and stop the leaks, but it's rusted and leaking right there. This door is supposed to be self-closing because it comes from the garage to the interior of the house. So basically it would have self-closing hinges right here. So it is a solid door that's supposed to be solid. And then these sensors, the new sensors that they put in for the new garage door opener, they have to be lower, at least not higher than 6 inches. So like the one at the bottom, but the new one has to be brought down to be less than 6 inches, because you don't want any pets or children to get underneath. Okay, so that is that. Coming inside, then a little bit of paint coming off here, cosmetic, not structural. These switches, wall switches, some of them are really loose, so they might have to be replaced. So those are loose in there. So I do around the perimeter of the house, and I go all the way around and I check all your outlets with a tester. And since some of them are child-proofed, I remove the child-proof and I tested them. In some cases, when I could not remove them, I just check it with this. This is wireless. that tells me if there's electricity. So I check all the outlets all the way around, like I said, removing the childproof plugs whenever I need to. Then I use this tester. It tells me the voltage. It tells me the if it's correct, meaning if it's reverse, it would tell me if the ground is missing. So no problem with the outlets all the way throughout. The only electrical problem that I see internally is that some of the wall switches are very, very loose. All right, I check all the appliances here. The light to the microwave will have to be replaced. This requires what they call an anti-tipping bracket. So what happens is children open this and they climb, as you can see there, and they climb up, and this to prevent it from coming up. So those brackets are like $8-10 bucks. You get them at Amazon or Home Depot or Lowe's. This right here, backsplash, we need some caulking. This window opens, but this leaf right here hits the faucet. Okay, it looks like the window was there before the faucet was installed. All right, I check all your windows. No cracked windows, no broken windows. They just need some lubrication in some of them. So over here you can see a little bit of crack on the ceiling. Again, there's drywall ceiling cracks, and usually they repair them with painter's caulking and then paint. So going around the perimeter of the house, I'm looking for a stain on the roof. The ceiling, did not see any. So this is here in the master bedroom. I checked all the way around, and then I went into here in the master bathroom. I checked all the no corrosion in here. Corrosion in the inside the bolts that hold on to the reservoir in the tank. So those bolts might have to either be cleaned or replaced. As I continue walking around, I check all the doors, make sure that they do not hit the frame, and that they're locked. They're okay. The latch okay, no problem. Checked over here. You have a little bit of crack again. That's a settlement crack, not structural, very minor. Okay. Checked all the ceiling fans, and the only ceiling fans that might need some adjustment will be this one in this office area. As you can tell there, it needs to be balanced. You'll see it in a little bit. So normally you could have some balancing weights to balance it. Also, sometimes it could be tightened in some of the areas that is sometimes the missing screws. So that's that. All the other ones are in very good shape and pretty well balanced. No problem with that. The floor, I checked the floor for soundness and make sure that there's no cracked floor tiles. So there is no cracked floor tiles, and it's in pretty good shape. The only thing would be the grout right before the threshold right here. It's a little bit of cracked grout. So maybe some flexible brown grout, it will help out. This is solid fuel, meaning wood burning stove. I checked to make sure that the fireplace is not cracked and that the damper works. So basically, if we were to give you a summary of the home inspection, it would go basically as follows. Let me come over here. So I give you a summary of the inspection. The roof is in good shape. It looks like it was replaced not long ago. It's in good shape and no broken tiles. The electrical, some of the switches, wall switches are kind of loose. Might not be a bad idea to replace some of those. No problem in terms of the plumbing. I checked and I drained the water for a while, nothing backed up. In no corrosion underneath the sink, only the bolts in the toilet's reservoir tank. All the appliances checked out. We just need a anti-bracket on the stove and light bulb in the microwave. And the rest of the house, just cosmetic repairs up in the ceilings, and you might need termite treatment. It looked like they treated for termites not long ago because the drills on the spots seem to be fresh. So you might have to get the paperwork. However, there will be a proposal for treatment submitted by Action Termite, and I think the proposal is for $595. All right, so I'll send you both clips, and if you have any questions, you give me a call. Thanks. Have a good day. Bye-bye.